Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Troy from Cichlid Bros. In today's video, we're going to be showing the 75-gallon Peacock Cichlid tank and the fish that I picked up recently for that tank. One of them is definitely a bucket list fish that I've wanted for a very long time, and I can't wait to show you what I got. So, let's dive right in. Okay, so my 75-gallon Peacock Cichlid tank is currently in my fish room, and it has been set up and running for about a month and a half. I did a full video on this tank and the initial unboxing of 11 different Peacock Cichlids that I'll leave in the description below. And this 75-gallon aquarium had all male Peacock Cichlids. I did that for a few reasons. The first is that the male Peacock Cichlids get all of the colors, whereas the females do not. And also, when you have any females in the tank with Peacock Cichlids, it can really increase the aggression levels among the different males. One way of getting around that is if you have a breeding group where you have much more females to males in your ratio. One question I get often is just how I maintain my tanks, and for this Peacock Cichlid tank, it's pretty simple. I do anywhere from a 30 to 50% water change on this tank weekly because the bioload is pretty high when it comes to these African cichlids, and Peacock cichlids will eat any live plants you put in the tank, or most of them anyway, which means my nitrates do tend to build up, and that's where the water change comes into effect. And one thing I have to do a little bit more often on this tank is do a little gravel vacuuming and just skimming over my sand to get some of that debris and waste off of the bottom of the sand. In some of my other tanks, I don't have to do this step as often because I have some geophagus cichlids that really sift the sand for me, and Peacock cichlids in general just have a lot of bioload and waste, which tends to accumulate more on the sand. And while I do my water change and a bit of gravel vacuuming, I'll also use the time of my water change to just wipe down the algae or any smudges on the inside or outside of the glass just to make sure it's looking really great.
Yes! That's awesome!
So now that we did some maintenance and our water change on this tank, it is now time to show the unboxing. So this happened about 10 days after I added the first group of Peacock Cichlids, and we're going to flash back to that footage, which was actually taken about 3 or 4 weeks ago, as all the fish are doing great in the tank today. So we'll show the unboxing and then the final product in this video. So let's see what we picked up.
And here we go.
Okay guys, so I just got my order from Southeast Cichlids. This came early in the morning. UPS overnight shipping usually delivers first thing in the morning. But as you can probably see, this is really well packaged from Southeast Cichlids. So I'm really excited to see what I got today. So if you remember the video I did on the 75-gallon tank recently where I added Peacock Cichlids, I mentioned in that video that there are a few peacocks I knew I had to get, and this is what I got today. Really excited to check it out, so let's get this unboxed. Alright, here we go. So this is the first time I've ordered from Southeast Cichlids, but my brother Alec has ordered from them multiple times because he has kept more African cichlids than I have in the past. Okay, so here we go. Some really good packaging, some soft cotton it looks like. Of course, the heating pad is still warm. Alright, let's check it out. It's a big bag. Alright, let's get them out of the first bag. Alright, here's the first fish. This was kind of a late add-on. The other two in this box are the two I really wanted, but this one just looked too good on the site to pass up. This is a Walteri, and it's about 4 inches long. Okay, next up, let's see what we have here. Alright, so this is one that I knew I just had to have if I was going to have a Peacock Cichlid tank, and this is the sulfur head. Another one with great size, about 4 inches in length. So these first two will be about a ½ inch bigger than the other peacocks I just picked up. We're really excited for him. They get an awesome yellow stripe down the head. Alright, last but certainly not least, this is the one peacock that I had to have. It was number 1 on my list, and it's the biggest peacock I also have now. So this is the Nagara Flametail. Let's take a look. Look at him. Dark blue with awesome yellow coloration in the tail. This one's about 4.5 inches, so he's going to be the biggest in the tank to start, and I cannot wait to see him in the tank. So normally I would recommend quarantining your fish, and I would also quarantine my own, especially if I get it from a local fish store or a big box store especially. But in some cases I feel a little more comfortable skipping that step, and one of those is if you order online from a trusted source. As mentioned, my brother Alec has ordered from Southeast Cichlids multiple times, and they do an awesome job quarantining the fish before they send them out. My normal quarantine tanks that are 20 gallons and 10 gallons are currently occupied right now, so that's another reason why I'm skipping this step. Also, the peacocks I already have in the 75-gallon tank have only been in there for about 10 days, so this is just resetting the quarantine period for all these peacocks collectively. So after floating these guys to temperature acclimate the water to the tank temperature, usually about 30 minutes to an hour with the lights off, and then I use the plop and drop method. For freshwater fish that have been delivered through the mail, I would not recommend drip acclimating them. I would much rather get them out of that water and into my tank water as soon as possible, so as long as the temperature is pretty close, which is accomplished through the floating, the fish should be just fine if you do the plop and drop method. Okay, so here's the aquarium with all the fish about a month later. They're all doing really well. It's a total of 14 Peacock Cichlids now, and I'm really excited to have a few of my bucket list fish, including the Nagara Flametail and the Sulphurhead, which were fish I really wanted, and they really sparked the idea to get this Peacock Cichlid tank in the first place, and I'm really pumped to have these now. These peacocks range anywhere from 3 to about 4.5 inches right now, so they will have a little bit more room to grow and obviously color up in a big way. I can't wait to show the progression of this tank over time as these fish color up and evolve into that awesome display tank with all those great colors that come with Peacock Cichlids. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the new fish and the updates on the 75-gallon tank. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.